Boom, go.
What's your experience been working here?
Well, I used to be a care manager, so I took care of them, got them up, did breakfast, showers, now I pass meds.
How do you... what does that say?
Oh, how did the people here how did they turn to Alzheimer's and
Yeah, how did they develop Alzheimer's and things like that?
Well, Alzheimer's, I guess they found that there's a genetic link, but mostly it has to do with the plaque in the brain. And just because you're old doesn't mean that you're going to get Alzheimer's or dementia, but a lot of our patients do. So when they start having memory issues and wandering a lot, then we give them a room upstairs or downstairs, and it's locked so they are safe.
What kind of education do you have?
We do like a 2-week training thing.
Okay. Is this job very rewarding? Do you get a lot out of working here?
Yeah, it's a good part-time job.
Alright. Do you enjoy working here?
Yeah, it's alright. Okay.
Have you any favorite patients? Wow, Pierce.
what?
Do you have any favorite patients that you spend a lot of time with? Or...
I like Leah downstairs because I've worked with her for like 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
Wayne upstairs is pretty fun.
Can we use that?
We can use their names, just as long
You
as...
can use their names, right?
As long as there's no last names.
Yeah. How do these people, how do their diseases affect their minds?
Well, it causes them to be really confused. We have a couple of residents that have diabetes, and if their blood sugars are going up and down, then they get really confused. They have a hard time staying hydrated, so then we get a lot of falls, we get a lot of urinary tract infections, which make them confused.
Can't read this.
Oh boy.
How are they treated? Are they treated pretty well here?
Yep.
Medicines and everything too, what kind of medicines do you give them to deal with their Alzheimer's? Or...
Well, the standard treatment for Alzheimer's, we give them Namenda and Aricept. Almost every one of our residents is on that for Alzheimer's.
Okay.
Well, when they get frustrated with you, do you have to maintain being really nice to them, or?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there's a way to, it kind of depends on the resident. If they are getting violent and stuff, you're definitely able to say, you can't hit me type of thing. But you just find ways to talk to them and to switch the conversation so that you can give them their meds and calm them down, or talk about stuff that they remember. A lot of them grew up and can tell you about World War II and.
How do you how do you handle people who refuse to eat, and what do you do about that?
We don't necessarily trick them, but we try to find stuff that they really like to eat. Or a lot of older people have decreased appetites, so we make their portions a lot smaller, and then they're not so intimidated by it.
What's the most important thing to know while working here?
Pretty much just have patience, because they're all kind of doing their own thing. And it's not really so much my time, even though I have time limits, but I don't know, for the Alzheimer's people, if you approach them and you want to give them meds and they say no or get really frustrated, you just leave them for 5-10 minutes, come back, try a different approach or use a different person.
That's it.
Yep, well thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
One more. How often does their family come and see them?
It definitely depends on the family. We have some families that come every week. We have other families that I haven't seen in the 4 years that I've worked here.
Wow.
So it definitely depends. Some of them come a lot on holidays, Mother's Day is a big one.
Do you plan to keep working here?
No. I'm in nursing school and I'm done in a year, so
Cool.
I'll be out then.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
How do I stop this? Oh, there. Still recording.